behalf of the foundation of Laguna Woods Village, I'd like to welcome you to this special broadcast, which is part of an initiative of the foundation called Planning for the Inevitable. Many of you are familiar with the foundation, which is our local village charity, which provides temporary financial assistance to residents when they encounter financial hardship. Our motto is neighbors helping neighbors, and over the years, we have expanded the meaning of help to foster quality of life in the village. For example, we supported the vaccination effort in the village and are providing fall prevention workshops, and we fund rental of emergency response devices for residents. This initiative focuses on decisions we should be making before it's too late. I am Foundation Board Vice President Joel Goldstein. This series is designed to cover various aspects of planning for our eventual disability and demise. There have already been segments on advanced care directives, estate planning, and on reluctance to plan. These segments are available on YouTube, and there are links to them on the Foundation of Laguna Woods Village website, which is foundationoflagunawoodsvillage.org. Today, we are discussing preserving one's digital legacy. Our guest expert is Debbie Dotson, who has spoken on this issue on Laguna Woods Village TV and to many other audiences around the country. Her considerable experience with the many aspects of our digital activities makes her the perfect person to explain this topic in our series. Because we cannot convey all of the details in this program, we are providing a link on the Foundation website to a comprehensive guide prepared by Debbie. Debbie, please tell us what's involved here.
Hi, Joel. Thank you so much for having me. And I was really pleased to be invited to participate in this initiative because it is such an important topic across the board. But one of the things that came to notice when I was working with some people was the lack of people planning for digital things, because that's fairly new. But a digital asset refers to any form of valuable information, property that exists in a digital or an electronic format. And in the context of estate planning and accessibility, those digital assets can cover things such as email accounts, social media profiles like Facebook, online banking, financial account, even Amazon accounts. And it can include your digital media, photos, videos, websites, and so many more things. So in the segment that people are about to watch, I cover what these things are in detail and provide suggestions for making sure that they're secured in the event that something does occur. And it's important, though, that people should remember that they need to always discuss their wishes with their family and trusted advisors. Providing clear instructions of your intent is critically important in all of this. And of course, always consult legal professionals, because it should be addressed in your estate planning just like any other asset. You have digital assets, and laws regarding digital assets, though, can vary. So it's really important to have someone who understands the state or something to that effect with regards to legalities. But there certainly is a tremendous amount of information here. So the segment covers it in a broad sense, but as you mentioned, there will be an accompanying PDF document on the foundation website that will also help clarify it. And there's also has been an article in the Village Breeze that's a companion article. So hopefully that'll give most of our residents and people watching this a good head start on what this all means.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate your doing this for villagers and their families. It's a very valuable service.
Well, thank you so much. And the foundation, as I've always said, does a wonderful job in our community, and such a needed thing in this day and time, and takes care of so many. Hello, I'm Debbie Dotson, the host of Let's Talk Tech, and I'm here today on behalf of the Foundation of Laguna Woods to discuss the need for preparing for the inevitable as it relates to your digital assets. This is part of their educational series for our residents. Just like physical assets, digital assets hold value because they often represent memories, intellectual property, important information, or creative works. Managing these digital assets involves organizing, categorizing, and ensuring their accessibility and preservation over time. With the rise of digital technology, the significance of managing digital assets has increased substantially. In this show, I'll discuss what constitutes a digital asset and then give you some tips on managing your legacy as it relates to these types of assets. So first, let's go over what a digital asset actually is. On the next several screens, you'll see what constitutes a digital asset, and you might be surprised. The most known digital assets are social media sites such as Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Pinterest, Snapchat, TikTok, Reddit, WhatsApp, WeChat, Tumblr, Flickr, and more. Coming in a close second would be your digital photographs, scanned images or graphics files, video recordings, movies or clips in various formats like MP4, AVI, or MOV. These may not be something you considered, but you should. Text-based files such as PDFs, Word documents, spreadsheets, presentations, or text files. Music tracks, podcast, or recorded voice memos in formats like MP3, WAV, or AAC, and any of your reward points, airlines, hotels, grocery stores, restaurants, all digital assets. These are not as common, but important too. Slideshows or multimedia presentations created software like PowerPoint or in Keynote. Electronic books, magazines, or newspapers in digital formats like EPUB or PDF. Personal diaries, journals, or personal notes that you've saved digitally. And last, artwork design files or digital creations made using software like Photoshop or Illustrator, website files, HTML documents, or web page design. Also, software installations, mobile applications, or software development files that you have on your computer. You should start this process first by identifying the types of digital assets you possess based on the items I just mentioned. Once you've written the list and familiarized yourself with what you have, you should gather all of these digital assets from various devices, including smartphones, computers, cameras, and whatever mobile devices you might have, and organize them in a central location so that they can be managed much more easily. This can be via your list where you add login information and passwords. Then you should gather them and sort them by categories. Consider the concept of using folders or tags to group similar files together. Create a systematic approach to sorting and categorizing your digital assets. Consider using these tags to group similar files together and make it easier for you or your manager to locate specific items later. Attach relevant metadata to your digital assets. Metadata includes details like dates, names, locations, and descriptions of the asset. The more data, the easier it will be for you to find it in the future by you again or your designated manager. Invest in external hard drives or cloud storage services to create redundant copies of your files, protecting them from loss due to a hardware failure or an accident. A reliable backup system is a necessity for the protection of your digital assets. Just like a safe deposit box, digital assets must be handled similarly. Losing any of these items may be heartbreaking, and the loss can be easily avoided by taking these steps right now. Convert physical documents, photographs, and other tangible assets into digital formats. The benefits of taking physical copies of pictures, videos, and documents and digitizing them cannot be overlooked. Paper degrades, photos fade, videos dry out and break, but a digital copy is forever. Develop a consistent file naming convention to maintain uniformity and ease of navigation. Use descriptive and meaningful names for an easy search and navigation. Having a picture with the name IMG and a number is not a good idea, but sadly, most of us have a lot of those, even me. Name the picture and say what it is from a single event like a trip. Include that in the name. There isn't really too much of a limit on naming, although you don't need a paragraph. Consider something like what you see up on the screen, or something that includes the full detail. Using underscoring between words is helpful for both reading and keyword searching. Enable two-factor authentication whenever possible to add an extra layer of security. Take measures to protect your digital assets from unauthorized access. Create strong passwords and consider using a password management software to store them securely. Consider adding two-factor authentication to every digital app that you might use, not just your digital assets. If you don't know what I mean by two-factor authentication, it is an additional layer of security that helps protect your online accounts from unauthorized access. It involves using two different types of verification, typically something you know, like a password, and something you have, like a mobile device or security key, where you get a text with a code. By requiring two factors for authentication, this type of authentication makes it more difficult for hackers to gain access to your accounts and provides an extra level of security for seniors to ensure that their sensitive information remains protected. I'll also interject that this method you should use for your security on everything from bank accounts to applications on your phone. Recently, I actually added multi-factor authentication to my personal laptop, adding an additional piece of info to be able to access my accounts. Yes, it takes more time, but it is well worth the security. Embrace digital platforms to share your digital assets with your family and friends. This is a great way to share your life story in words and pictures. Utilize social media, cloud sharing services, or dedicated photo sharing platforms to effortlessly distribute and reminisce over those cherished memories. There are so many choices to choose from, but the ability to have a lot of digital storage space and ease of use should be the factors into whichever you choose to use. There is even an online service that sends you a question each month and compiles a book of your history over a period of time, all digital. That's a very neat way to keep your history of your life for your family and friends. Seniors like me and you should set aside time intervals to review and update our digital assets, delete those duplicates, and ensure that our backups are always working. Schedule regular time intervals to review and update them and put it on your calendar. Delete those duplicates, remove irrelevant files, and ensure that your backup systems are functioning correctly. Time flies, so keeping this up is so important. Embrace digital asset management to preserve memories, stay connected, and organize important documents, but be sure to review the terms of service and understand them. Some platforms have specific policies regarding the management of accounts after a user's death or incapacity. Familiarize yourself with these policies and make sure that your wishes align with those. For example, Facebook offers legacy accounts, and I urge you to visit your Facebook page right now and make sure to assign someone to access your account in the event of your incapacitation. Most social media apps like Facebook also offer that same ability to set up that legacy information. Clearly express your wishes regarding the management and disposition of your digital assets in your will or estate planning documents. Specify who should have access to your accounts and how you want your digital assets to be handled after your passing or incapacitation. nominate a trusted individual as your digital executor. This person will be responsible for carrying out your wishes regarding your digital assets. Make sure that they have the necessary technical knowledge and access to this important information. Your next door neighbor who doesn't like technology isn't going to be the best choice. Ask the person that you're wanting to handle this if they are comfortable doing this for you, and make sure that they are. Don't forget to inform your trusted individuals, such as your digital executor or family members, about this digital asset plan you've created. Provide them with the necessary instructions, the access details, and any other information they may need to carry out your wishes effectively. Remember, it's important to consult with legal professionals who not only specialize in estate planning, but also understand and handle digital assets to ensure that your plan aligns with the relevant laws and regulations in the state of California or your resident's state of record. I'm not a lawyer, and the advice here that I'm sharing is generalized. Speak with your own advisor for any specific questions. In today's digital age, it's crucial to prioritize planning for your digital assets in the case of an incapacity or your passing. As technology continues to be an integral part of our lives, it's essential to acknowledge the importance of safeguarding our digital footprint and ensuring the proper handling of our digital assets in such situations. Taking proactive steps to manage and protect your digital assets can help relieve potential stress and responsibilities for both you and your loved ones when faced with that incapacity. Thank you so much for watching, and be sure to visit the Foundation of Laguna Woods website for more information on preparing for the inevitable. I was so happy to be asked to help represent their mission of neighbors helping neighbors by hosting this show. Thank you.